the premise of the class threes, I think that Forgiving Leo is on board with the first, what I think is very consistent with the original book, is the idea of this huge, immediately visible difference between the upper classes and everyone else, and that difference takes the form of a kind of reflective consciousness. So another thing that's really consistent with Android Karenina and Anna Karenina is Anna Karenina was already all about this huge anxiety that Tolstoy and that the people in his world had about all of these sentient beings who surrounded them, and more or less sentient, including, servants, governesses, peasants, the former serfs, the animals. He's very concerned with the animals and whether they're, there's hunting scenes where his dog is described as a thinking animal, but the snipe who they're shooting are not, and you can feel all this tension of where is Levin in between the animals. Tolstoy was an overthinker. He gave all these things probably more thought than was really healthy. And you can see the effect it had on him in the long years of his life. Yes. So. Yeah, and that also, that tension between whether the people surrounding you are really people or whether they're things is something that for Tolstoy is a premise of horror. So the famous horror scene of Anna Karenina, which those of you who have read the book will probably remember, is Anna's horrible nightmare that she has where she's on a train track and there's, I can read it to you. Okay. I dreamed that I ran into my bedroom, that I had to get something there, blah, 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 and there was something in the corner, and the something turned round, and I saw it was a peasant with a disheveled beard, little and dreadful looking. I wanted to run away, but he bent down over a sack and was fumbling there with his hands. He was fumbling and kept talking quickly in French, Do you want to hear my horrible French? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? Il faut le battre, le faire, le brûler, le pétrir. And in my horror, I tried to wake up, and woke up, but woke up in a dream. And I began asking myself what it meant. And Cornet said to me, in childbirth, you'll die, ma'am, you'll die. And I woke up, which has also a very nice treatment in Ben's book, which we'll share with us later. But so the horrible anxiety of this peasant who speaks French is because the people who spoke French, it wasn't the peasants and it wasn't the workers at the train, it was Anna and it was the upper classes, and they used to speak in French so the servants wouldn't understand them. And there's this, anxiety that they've been understanding all along. They have plans for us, they're beating us like iron. That's what those French lines mean. That you have to beat it, you have to knead it, the iron. Yes. So all of these anxieties are beautifully capitalized in the book, where the machines are revolting against people, and people are surrounded with their machines. The other thing I want to talk about is, will you cut me off if I talk too much?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it.
All right.